are watching me. Yeah. So I'm back again. Hopefully the people who were on here will come back and see, oops, I made a mistake. I hit something wrong. I don't know what I was doing. What is this? Oh, I'm like, what is that? Okay, so learn more. Let's do this. Let's learn some more. I don't know what I did. Knocked it all out. I hit some over here. Uh, okay, that's not what I'm looking for. That's not what I'm looking for. I know how to do that. I don't know what I just did. No, I kicked myself out. That's what I did. Okay. So this does not tell me anything. This does not tell me how to do this. It says schedule transition to members only from live chat, either from the live control room or on the YouTube app. So I am on here. And I'm supposed to be able to, oh my goodness, I gotta sneeze. I gotta sneeze. I gotta sneeze, child. Oh, I got this cute. Okay, I'm in love with this new claw I bought. Let me show y'all from Ulta. It's a horizontal claw. It's really cute and it holds it. It didn't seem like it should hold it, but it held my hair. So let me see if I can show y'all. You know, I just try to come with some interesting little things to try. Because I decided I wanted to wear claws like I did in the 90s. I need to, hey, Sylvia. Girl, if I see your name one more time and think about what the fuck I ain't sent you. Oh, I suck. Speaking of that, where is the thing I need to be sent? Speaking of that, hey, D'Angelo. Okay, so let me see if I can do this right. Oof. So I was clipping it. Hey, Judith, you back? Hey. And it just holds it. And it will hold it pretty well. Even though it doesn't seem like it's holding it, it is holding it. I need to do my roots. Y'all see my roots look terrible. I have to redo my hair. Huh. Let me start drinking this tea. Okay, so bear with me while I try to figure this out. So I will not hit hide live video again. That was clearly not the way to do what I was trying to do. So then it says on the YouTube app. So let me see if I come into it from here. Will I see it? No, because I'm going to be. Okay, switch account. Woo! But I will say this. It does make me feel like my head is itching, but it's really not. I don't know. I'm just trying to see, can I do some things here? Huh. Because I know I can't see it from the YouTube studio. But maybe I can. Dang, this thing went down quick. View channel. Let's see what I can do. I'm just trying to see, can I... I'm trying to see, can I do this thing that they said I could? Because I really want to do it. I want to kick some of y'all out. No shade to y'all. But I want to try this feature that I can switch the live stream from public to members only. And it's no shade to any of you all who are my regular schmeglers. Just join. How about that? Then you won't have to worry about these kind of things. So I'm just saying. Did I do my favorite fall scents? I've done a few. I have not done my favorites. I'm a little conflicted with my favorites because, well, I guess I could do it. I got some, yeah. Hey, I mean, to be honest, I still haven't gotten to the point where I'm like regularly filming. I actually have something that I could put up about makeup, but I haven't done that either. So I am working on this. Hope I'm gonna get myself together this weekend. That's the plan. But we are gonna do the tuberose collection live, maybe tomorrow. Mainly because with doing over 50 fragrances, I just feel like it'll do better as a live stream as opposed to me trying to do it as a video because it'll, I could talk I can talk forever um about the fragrances, and then I can like really kind of deep dive if y'all got questions, things like that. So that'll probably be tomorrow night. Because like I said, I pulled them all out. It's 50 of them, y'all. Actually, it's a little bit more than 50 because I forgot a few. But and I'm gonna do rose, but I'm only gonna do my winter roses. But what I'm finding is that some of my stuff is discontinued. So how y'all doing? I have to I'm just trying to figure this out right now. I'm trying to figure this out. Can I get into the Creator Studio? Can I? I bet you I have to do this on a computer. I bet you that's what it is. I can't do it from a phone. I can't do it mobile. I probably have to do this from a computer. Who uses a computer to do lives? How old school is that? What? Okay, so I know y'all like, what are we doing here? I'm just trying to be, I'm trying to be my most technical self. I'm trying to be my most technical self, but it's not letting me. It's not letting me. Hold on. So, what did you wear today? What is your scent of the day? What was mine? Oh, I still smell it. It gets really sweeter. Uh, Shalimar La Essence. Let me tell y'all, I've been going back and forth with that fragrance. I'm still haven't figured out. I didn't order it. I was gonna order it, then I canceled the order. Melissa Jasmine. Oh, y'all all up in a Shalimar. Right. Rose 01. So yeah. Oh, the people still be using their cameras. Like, I've got my camera. I'm listen, as much as I pay for a phone, I'm never buying a camera to do this kind of stuff. Why would I? No, no. Mm-mm. Ooh, Figment Woman, y'all are smelling good today. I am wearing Houligans Rose du Morocco. Is that what it is? I have it upstairs because I think I put it in my purse too. Um, Poppy label. This isn't what I want to know. This ain't what I want to know. I'm gonna have to watch this. That's why he telling me I don't need it because I. You know what? Can I just have a? Okay. Yeah, I had on Rose du Moroccan. I like it. Gets kind of sweeter as I wear it. I like it. It's kind of dry rose with a little sweetness as I wear it. Um, so let me have a confession. You leaving us? Oh, you saying good? I don't know. Are you leaving us? Mo better. Okay, so I have a fragrance confession. Mm, do, 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 do. I am really bored. So, hey, Birdie, I'm kind of bored. And what I mean by this is, and this is just me having a confession time with y'all. Y'all can listen and then say, "Damn, okay." I'm 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 not as compelled to buy fragrances. Okay, because you're about to scare me. I'm not as compelled to buy fragrances. It's like I'm looking at them and I'm like, whatever. Now don't get me wrong, here and there I see something I want, but like the days of me buying a whole lot of fragrances, I think are over. I think not buying a lot this summer really changed the way I feel about them. And I also will say that the breakneck speed, uh, oh no, I ain't getting no expensive camera. Mm-mm. I think the whole fragrance community has just like turned me off. You know, between that and it's like when I watch that, I feel like, what the fuck? So it's like it's weird, you know? And and I know I have that issue with myself, you know, like I'll get like, and then I don't want it anymore. And so it's like I'll put stuff in a cart and then I'll take everything out the cart. Um, you know, yeah, I'm still thinking about getting Shalimar La Essence because you know that FOMO that is, you know, I got the other ones, need to get that one, but like it's I'm not as compelled to like really. Yeah, I went from makeup to perfume. I mean, I still love them both, but it's interesting because I'm kind of getting back into my makeup too. And I think it's because I've been away from makeup so long. I don't know. And it's like really funny because I haven't really been putting on my makeup like I used to, but I'm interested in it again. Um, And so I feel myself not really being into it. And like I said, I think it's the whole vibe. And I think that's why I'm finding myself, yeah, it's the weirdness and fragcom that is like putting me off. And so that's why it's like, oh, throw a video up. Honestly, that's kind of the way I've been feeling. And I'm just being honest, because hey, I don't lie to y'all. I don't lie. Shit, I don't lie in general. And so it's like I'm pulling away from it. And I guess I feel like I don't want to be a part of it, but I'm not a part of it. We know this. But just in general, it's like it's just like between the incredible amount of drama going on in TikTok perfume land with that the Jeffree Star of perfume, Daniel Renee. Um, and I mean just the nastiness and the and I don't want and I'm never gonna say like the overconsumption because that's not about overconsumption. I'm feeling like, oh honey, it's a mess over there. He talks shit about all kind of people. People they doing videos about him and he pooching to the camera. I'm like, okay. Right. And then the overproduction, you know, it used to be fun when new stuff came out, right? It used to be like, ooh, something new's coming out. Hey, and don't get me wrong, it was always some new stuff, but it just wasn't at the level that it is now. And then let me tell you something. And then let's just lay it all out. I'm gonna just tell the truth. Fuck them. A couple of things is that, and then it's all the cash grabs for with fragrances. The random ass motherfuckers, celebrities, and all kind of shit, and not just celebrity. Because you always have celebrity fragrances, but now they're trying to do this whole, oh my, yes, and this is the best thing ever. And celebrity fragrances had a place, but it's like now they're trying to be super high end with the celebrity fragrances when celebrity fragrances were supposed to be like a cheapie. um and the overwhelming amount of Middle Easterns. Then you have on the other side of the spectrum the it's like it's sort of kind of getting the middle ground, but not really. But you either have the super overconsumption, the oversaturation of whatever's popular, the virals, and then you have the people who are trying to be more nichey and everything. And then it's like, I gotta be honest, when I see Steven Redolescence talking about female fragrances the way he has, it annoys me because I know he's only doing it because we're such a market right now. I'm not mad at him for doing it because hey, he trying to make this what he does. This is how he makes his money, right? But it's like it's so dude, we know you getting paid for this shit. Cause now all of a sudden everything's about Middle Easterns and he's always talking about Latifahs and shit. And it's like, really? Oh, okay. Really. And it's just like, and I think all of that combined, and then the super oversaturation of fragrances. I mean, it's just like whatever. Whatever. Yeah, that's how he came out with his own fragrance for women. Yeah, okay. So, but it's just, and then because of all of this, the prices have gone up ridiculously. And I am not here to clock anybody's money, but it annoys me because, like, for instance, like I keep saying, the price and 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 within this female fragcom, it's like this extra, we're gonna spend whatever, and it's gonna, why are we spending $48 on fragrance mist, y'all? Why are fragrance mist $36, $48? And they're like, oh my God, you gotta have it. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Go to Bath and Body Works and only go there when they're on sale. Listen, I'm not even buying Bath and Body Works because, like I was telling you, speaking of Bath and Body Works, y'all, they having a fall sale right now. The only thing I ever buy from Bath and Body Works in the last 2 years is candles. Baby, they got candles on there for $6.73. And if you have a 25% coupon like I did, I got some candles for $5. I bought candles for people getting Bath and Body Works candles for Christmas. Okay, thank you for that. I'm sorry for that public PSA right in the middle, but okay. Listen, listen. Why is this becoming the norm? See, this is the problem. This is what I tell people. When it comes to economics, you can only charge what the market will bear. If the market wasn't bearing this stupid shit, they wouldn't do it. Because if people didn't buy and looked at it like, oh, hell no, they would stop doing that and bring the prices down to what they should be. There is absolutely no fucking reason why body mist is $48. I don't own the Lush ones because they're overpriced. When I heard about, when people talking about Lush, Rose Jam and everything, I was like, oh, let me see. And when I saw that motherfucker was $50, I said, hell no. This goes into correlation to like why I don't buy Joe Malone. Because when you tell me it's an eau de cologne and I'm going to pay this much for it, absolutely not. So it's just like, and then like you see, like, see, my thing with it is that a fragrance mist is what it is, but a fragrance mist based on concentration, why are you paying $48 for it? Because you're basically getting a whole lot of alcohol, because that is what it is. This is the lowest concentration. So why would I pay that much when I can go right over to Bath and Body Works and get them on sale for $5.95? It might not be that one, but honey, Bath and Body Works, and I'm not even buying them. But if I was, that'd be the only motherfuckers I'd be buying, or Victoria's Secret on sale. Why? Because the pricing for something like that makes sense to me. Just like the way the pink tax on our fragrances, because the designer fragrances they damn near $200. Hey Chantel, I gotta use your stuff. I'm gonna bring it back this weekend. They damn near $200, y'all. 160, 180. And the thing is like, we're not talking about the leap in price, because it ain't like they went up a little bit. We're talking about fragrances that were 120. 120 are now 180. 160. That's a large increase in your pricing. They doing over 20%, 20, 30%. They are going. And then, so I think all of these things combined make me go, whatever. Whatever. And then finally, the drive to be popular, the drive from, creators. And I ain't mad at you. You're doing what you do. You want to be popular, whatever. I would like to be popular. But you know what? We know I'm not, and I'm okay with it. Okay. Because baby, if I was driven by popularity, I'd be slitting my wrist right now. I would be in my fields. If you wonder why I'm chewing after drinking, I have this honey citrus ginger tea that I get from Costco, and I use it like my sweetener, and it's got lemon rind in it. And as opposed to not eating it, I eat the lemon rind. No, I'm popular to my people, but that's it. But it's like it is. It is. It's my Gigi mug. I found it at Marshall's. Anything that says Gigi on it, I gotta get it. I drink a lot of tea, okay? Um, but it's it's just so right now with women, it used to be interesting, you know what I'm saying? And I will always say this. I shifted, I fell into perfumes just by watching we listen, watching Jeremy Fragrance and Demi Rawling, and then I started spiraling. You know how you do on YouTube and then they start showing you things. Baby, yes, that's from Costco. Girl, this stuff is the bomb. I gotta go buy me some more. But my cheap ass is trying to figure out how to make it. I'm like, how much would, but it don't cost so much. I'm like, girl, just go and get it. Um, but it used to be interesting. Like Beauty Meow was on there. You know, there were all these people who were doing different styles, different things. And what made me like it was because there was room for everything. And so, like, when I started watching perfume content right before the pandemic and really started getting back into my perfumes, um, was that I was watching stuff. And, I had watched stuff over, here and there, but I really was watching it a lot. And what I enjoyed about it was that there was such a richness and depth to the content. It wasn't just because coming out of the beauty space, the makeup space, everything was about what was popular, what's hot, what's new, right? And so looking at this, coming into the perfume, the fragrance space, I loved it because it was like, shoot, you could pull out Dior Addict and talk about it, and people would be like, yes, Dior Addict. So, and then people could come up with something different, and it would be interesting, right? Well, now it's not interesting. That it's not very interesting to me anymore because it's so popular based, which then says that the spaces for fragrances that you might not hear about, which is kind of what I like anyway, you don't see a lot of that. Um, and what you see is this oversaturation about affordable Middle Easterns, about layering combos, which I gotta tell y'all, I don't have the bandwidth, I don't have the patience for it. I ain't got time to be doing all that experimenting, because when I ain't got time for that. If I do it here and there, it happens. Ooh, yay! But that's random. It's not like this is what I'm doing. I'm gonna make sure I tell you this combination, and I'm gonna have. Now I always put on a body butter and a body oil normally to enhance my fragrances, but I'm not gonna have uh a body mist, two fragrances, and then top it off with a perfume oil. I can't. I can barely make it out the house by 6:15. My time to get upstairs is 6:15. I can barely do that, and that's with just putting on some body butter and some oil and some fragrance. I bless the people who got time for that. It just ain't in my bandwidth. And then what I find, and I did say something about this and I need to post it up. And because of this drive to be popular or be the popular fragrances, I find it interesting how people will work hard to figure out a way to like something. And fragrance is just my money. I want to smell good. But, and what I mean by that is like, I got this fragrance and it really doesn't smell like what everybody said it was and everything else. But if you could help me figure, can you give me some layering combos so I can wear it? If I gotta do tricks to wear fragrance, I don't want it. I don't want it. Listen, I should be able to, if I'm running out the door, grab one of my bottles and spray it on and smell fucking fabulous. If I have to say, oh, but I got this one, but let me grab this, and I gotta make a combo going on, I ain't got time for that. It's not worth having. It's just not worth having to me. And I know that's me, but it's the truth. I just ain't got time for it. And so it's like everybody's trying to like love the popular things and the popular houses, Maison Mahata and all these other ones, and then and House of Bow and all these. Not to say they don't make great fragrances, but it's like everybody's rushing to get the newest popular, the it fragrances. Fleur, Fleur's, and Lord knows we know. Y'all know who I'm gonna say. I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna become a convert and see what happens. I'm gonna go and buy me a bunch of Kayali travel sprays and just talk about them. Oh my God, they're so fucking fabulous. Oh my God, I don't know what I've been waiting for. And then see if Mona sends me some shit. They'll probably see the fakeness of me though. And they'd be like, that bitch lying. Yes, I'm drinking tea. I'm actually drinking my tea. Didn't I send you some last year? I'm drinking my cold weather tea. But yeah. So with all of that, wrapping it all up to say, I'm kind of like, Now, of course, we know I'm into my gardening and things, but that wouldn't normally take away from perfume, right? Because those are two just solely different things I got going. I mean, we got room in our life for more than one passion, right? But I am about to log off at a few because you just got a thing about coming late, man. Y'all saw how I did that? Because some just hit. I was about to say something so fucking inappropriate to that statement I just made. Whew. See how I bit that back in? Reeled it back in. Reeled it back in. I'm proud of myself. Because we was about to go down a path. And I'm trying to be better in 2025. I am trying to be better in 2025. Well, it ain't my fault that you come late. I mean, that could be good in some instances. I'm just saying. I'm trying not to say it. I'm trying, but it's really hard right now. You see, I'm breathing all hard and shit because I really want to say some nasty shit. I really am. I mean, there is a time and a place for Minuteman, but not necessarily. I mean, you don't want it to be consistently Minuteman. Whew. It's like I mean, if y'all could, I feel like I'm about to start breaking out in a sweat. I'm trying to hold this shit back so bad. You know what? Let me just tell you something. Y'all men be lying. Okay, now you just gonna make me go there. Damn it. Okay, let's just say that a lot of y'all be like, um, y'all just see if I could do this member only live, I would switch up on your asses, but I can't figure it out. Um, right, because you talking about our meditation, because most of y'all be lying. Y'all be lying about two things: time and length. That's what I'm saying. An hour is a long time. I mean, let's just be honest. The two things that men lie the most about is time and length. And the two things that women lie about the most, let's just be honest. Number of sexual partners in our lifetime and how good it is. Listen, listen, listen. Let's just be honest. Folks be lying. Folks lie. You know why? Because men are so judgy and judgmental. Because I be hearing shit and I be like, do y'all really hear what y'all saying? She got too many bodies. While y'all done slung that shit in everything that you can find, including all the hole in the log. Okay? But she got too many bodies. It's different for a woman. Shut your dumb ass up. You know, all those things that are said. I need to straighten up my hair. Look at these roots already. Oh no, man ain't never gonna talk about his own body count. Listen, I stopped counting when I was in my 30s. Fuck y'all. No. We okay, let me say this. Men and women are judgmental. Let's just be honest. Men and women both are judgmental. However, let's just be real that when it comes to sex, women are held to a much higher standard than men are. We are supposed to be the seat um of morality. See, because a man, he's just being a man. Boys will be boys. A woman, she a hoe. She a hoe, she a hoe, she a hoe. She's a hoe. She's a hoe. She's a hoe. Let's not be clear. Let's not lie. Let's not act like that ain't the truth. Because I've seen men in these on these posts on Facebook talk about it. Like, right, we supposed to be able, you know, listen, listen. I done told y'all I had somebody convinced for almost 10 years that I did not know how to give oral sex. And when he finally found out that I did, it was like, because that little innocent thing that he had in his head about me he was questionable. You know why we tell that lie? Because y'all don't want to believe. Let me tell y'all something. So many women tell that lie because y'all want to believe that y'all the first dick that's ever been in our mouths. See, I was trying not to do this. Now it's gone there. Okay, fuck it. Let's talk. I got time. I got a few minutes. Listen, every man wants to believe he's the first you've ever done some shit with. So it is our job as women to let you believe that shit. That's because y'all want to believe that. Because you want to believe to a certain extent that women are innocent, that they haven't done much. But on the flip side, you want to have somebody who does who know her shit, but you don't want her to know it. But you want this. The biggest lie. Okay, let me tell you the truth. The biggest lie that women ever say is, "I've never done this before. I've never done this before." As we proceed to do some shit. No, a lot of men do. I'm telling you, I saw something like, let's be honest. I saw somebody talking like from about like, for instance, let's just be honest, like Lori Harvey in it, for instance. People get into her about her dating, right? About how many men she's dated. She's dated this man. She really ain't dated that many men that we know of. You know what I'm saying? But to the world, they decided, oh my gosh, she's dated so many women, so many men. And oh my God, how could she do that? It didn't even last. People fuck around with people all the time. The shit don't last, and they move on to the next person. And then, like, for instance, I saw something like some woman said, and there was some a woman said she had like 25 lovers in her lifetime. She was in her 40s, right? And the men were like, "Oh man, she a hoe. She too that pussy." They was just like in the comments, just going in, like, she done had too many, blah blah blah, right? Do y'all see this streak right here that I had not noticed is coming in good? Do y'all see that streak of gray, right? Um, and so people were like, "Oh my God, she's had so many people in her life." So let's just be honest. I was a little late, but okay, let's just say the average person starts having sex at 18. Now, unless you wind up in a long-term relationship and you wind up with somebody, and y'all get together and y'all are together forever, whatever, okay, that doesn't count. But see, that's what all men want. But if you single just like a man, why the fuck wouldn't I be fucking just like a man? So to a man, you should only have 5 or 6 by the time you're in your 40s. I kid you not, this is what these men were saying. You know, if she got more than 5 or 6, she been. It's like, are you kidding me? If you've been around for 20, if you've had your dating life for 25 years, and let's just be honest, people have whole periods. So you might have messed around with somebody and it didn't work out. Because here's the thing. So men talk about women trying to hold out and everything. I remember Steve Harvey with the 90 days and everything. They're like, start telling women that. Okay. So it was then said, you know, it's whenever, they want women to be in the moment. Ooh, it's a good time. We've only known each other for 2 weeks. Get down like that, right? Because they want that. However, if a woman is doing these things honestly, dating, maybe she's dated somebody for a month, and they had a good time. Um, um, that was having a good time out there in these streets, and it didn't work out. So say you were so if you're doing the Steve Harvey, then you ain't doing it, right? But say if you meet somebody, you're attracted to them, you are both doing the connection thing, right? Then y'all have sex. Um, and then winds up not working out. So if you date and sort of thinking you're having serious, semi-serious relationships, because we're not gonna say it's super serious. We're not gonna say y'all are super committed to each other, but you all are definitely going in that direction. Most of us have sex. Why do I feel like my edges are leaving? I'm on this side. Oh no, they're not, because girlfriend pulled them all out for me. Okay. Um, so you remember when they used to say, brush your hair 100 times a night, and that'll help it grow. Um, so you could rack up some people in a 10-year span. And even with some gaps, in 10 years, if you average 2 relationships, maybe last 2 dating periods that last of 6 months or so, in 10 years, that's 20 people. It can happen. I mean, I'm not saying we should listen to him, but what I'm saying is men have this tendency to want to have it both ways. They want you to be um, sexually active with them, um, but then act like so that's why so many of us lie. Listen, there's very few women. Right. See, here's the thing. So we're saying this that you went for the night, if a woman waited 90 days, you gonna say she's not into you and it's gonna move on, because that's not a thing that most of us do, right? But if that's the case, and say before this 90 days, y'all become sexually active, and then let's say in month 4, y'all find out that y'all really ain't feeling each other. So y'all go your separate ways, whatever. Then we start the cycle again. You meet somebody else, you start the cycle again. The bodies do add up. And they add up on both sides. And it is that's what real life is. It's not oh, I've only had 10 in my entire life. I'm fucking 58 years old. I can't even remember 10 of these motherfuckers. Okay? I stopped counting in my 30s. But what I'm saying is that to men, if you tell the truth or even something close to the truth, the average man, because I'm telling you, I've seen this in too many of these things, are appalled. And they like, oh, she got too many bodies. But you got as many bodies as she does. But here's the caveats to these type of men. Oh, but it's different. Cause she, but what my ex, the demon, said, which was very true, is that most men want to believe that 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 every pussy is their pussy. Whether they wish you or not, whether it works out or not, they want to believe that every pussy is their pussy. And so to hear that you have this body count, it it negates it, they cannot believe that. So there's this certain amount of chastity that is expected of women, but you can't but you can't do that with me. So there's where so that's why the lie is women lie about how many men they've been with, and we also lie about our sexual experience, especially as you get older, because men want to act like, how you know how to do that, Negro, because you ain't the first dick I done had. But that's the truth of it. They want it to be, they want to have they want to really believe, not every man, a more evolved man, a more mature man is not asking for body counts. First off, if a man at my age, my big age, asked me for body counts, um, like Sabrina said, I need to see your test. I need to see you clean. That's what I will care about. Is you clean or is you not? But if a man asked me for a body count, I would immediately be done with his ass. We wouldn't even have to go any further because I know what your expectation of a woman is. And I am, I can't even play them games anymore. Like I used to find it funny. I promise y'all, for years. I promise you, he would try. He would try to. He would try to, like finagle oral sex with me. I'd be like, no, 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 because I knew he got off on that shit. Right? So, because, and I did it all the time. No, no. And then the one time, and let me give you the story. Hi, Lucinda. Right? Right. You don't need to know all my sins. But the way this came out, I, because I mean, this was it, he was, hey, I gave him what he needed. He needed a little innocence. Okay, so I was innocent. And what happened was, we never really dated. He was just somebody that was in my life. Okay, let me be honest. He was sugar. He was my sugar. Okay. Even though he would never admit to it, but he was my sugar. Okay. Gloves off. He was my sugar for decades. And so one time I was in the city, and I lived in the suburbs, and I didn't drive at the time. So, if I went out in the city, if I was in Chicago and I was out hanging out, I needed to catch the last train out so I could get home. Well, I missed the last train because I was kicking it and I was drunk. So, and he lived like within walking distance of the train going out to my house, the commuter line going out to my house. So I called him up and was like, hey, right? I said, hey, can I come over, and crash? Because I was tired and I wanted, I told myself I missed my train, I need to get home. So of course he was like, yeah. He better have been like, yeah. So I come over there and he was asleep and he was half asleep. And then, I was drunk and I had been out all night. It was summertime. And summertime was always a bad time for me. I got into so much shit. And so he said something to me about that. And I was so drunk. I said, I was just like, okay, And somehow, apparently, I whipped off my dress because I didn't want to sleep in my dress because I was drunk. I took off my dress, got in his bed, and apparently, as he says, I sucked the chrome off of him. And then after I was done, I just went to sleep. Then I got up in the morning, brushed my teeth, got dressed, and went home. And after this, so I didn't remember, honestly, I didn't remember doing this because I was fucked up. Um, and so when I talked to him again, he was like, "So you've been lying to me." I was like, "What are you talking about?" He was like, "That was a lie you've been telling me about all these years." I was like, "What are you talking about?" He was like, "Do you know what you did?" I was like, "What I do?" And he told me, I was like, on the phone, like, damn. He was like, I was like, my cover's blown. Damn it. I can no longer do the innocent, sweet girl routine. Hey, listen, when you're dealing with sugar, you give them what they want. When you are dealing with sugar, you give them what they want. He was like, you sucked the chrome off of my shit. I was like, thank goodness there was no such thing as FaceTime or anything. We were just on the phone. Because I was like, damn, fuck. I was like, my cover is blown. I've been holding on that cover for almost 10 years. No, it wasn't that long. It was 6 or 7. Yo, no, it was damn near 10. Yeah, it was about 7 years. Because I think I was about 30 at the time. And I had known him since I was about 24. Yeah, before I had DJ. So 24, I knew. So it was like 6 years before he knew anything. I was like, damn it. Darn. Darn, darn, darn. Okay. Well, as always, these things go awry. No, I held on to that lie. I'm telling you, listen, I every time when I would leave after I had done this performance of I'm so I would be dying laughing in the elevator going home. Like when I left his apartment. Because I'd be like, he's so easy to manipulate. But he was like this Catholic guy and he wanted somebody like kind of innocent. So I gave him innocence. I gave him innocence for a long time. You got to give the people what they want. That's what I was taught. You got to give the people what they want. So I gave him what he wanted. You got to do what you got to do. So, so for years he thought I was innocent. I was just this innocent Catholic girl. Shit. Um, exactly. I gave him, listen, in life, you should give people what they want. That ain't always who you are. But sometimes, you give them what they want. And you keep it moving. And you keep it moving. So, that's what's happening. All right. All right, y'all. It was good talking to y'all. Let me get out of here. Because I got to do testing in the morning. I got to do testing in the morning. It was good talking to you all as always. I couldn't do what I was trying to do, so I'm really annoyed. I hope I gave you a good laugh in the end. As always, it doesn't always go the way it should. This was good night, good night. And I'm not even gonna tell nobody how bad this went at the end. So that anybody who watches this live after this, it's all on them. If they get that far, then they got to hear it. If they didn't, they missed the punchline. Cause this ending was a punchline, y'all. All right, y'all. Good night. Yeah,